Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. We're shifting gears and heading to the NFL. I'm Marco D'Angelo with Ralph Michaels and Bryan Leonard. Guys, Minnesota at Carolina. What a black cloud that's been following the Minnesota Vikings around this year. They lose Bridgewater in the preseason. Last week they have their season opener at home, the new stadium, Sunday Night Football. Come out with a win, but it was a costly one. They lose Adrian Peterson probably for the season. What are you guys looking at here? They got to go play Carolina, who manhandled the 49ers, which the game was close for a good bit. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, I looked up and it's a blowout. What do you guys think here?
You know, the two Vegas darlings, Minnesota's now covered 15 of their last 17 games. The Panthers 27-1 ATS at home. You got to play against someone. Now, I mean, how eerily similar. I mean, this is week 2, AP goes out for the year. 2014, he gets injured week 1. And then they also had a new quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, who was making his first start, whereas now Bradford's making his first road start. So a lot of similarities to 2014. The one thing I'll mention when I went back to look, the first 5 road games Minnesota had after AP was hurt in 2014, they scored 9, 10, 16, 13 points in regulation, and then 13 points again. A great defensive team, counting on the run game. The offense is going to struggle to some degree.
You know, the 13 points, whatever you were talking about, may be enough to cover this game because that Minnesota defense is so good, and because they want to run the football, they're going to take time off the clock. And I'm not worried about Peterson not being there. I think I've seen his backups before play, and you know, they're not somebody you want to have as your starting running back all season long, but in a short time frame, they could fill in. But yeah, I think this is a low-scoring game, and as we see with the line of 7-43, very similar to what we talked before. In a low-scoring game, the points become more valuable. It would not surprise me here if Minnesota keeps this one a little bit closer.
No question, the defense, I think it's the best defense in the NFL. Some would say Denver's better, but I like this Minnesota defense. Bradford, he still is working with a limited playbook. The guy's only been there 3 weeks. You can't have grasped the entire playbook. In Carolina, where I think the problem's going to come in this week, Carolina is a team that will put pressure on the quarterback. They're going to send people after him. Green Bay, their defense is not good. You know, so last week was a little bit, you know, it was a different situation. They still only put up 17 points last week at home in your home opener against the defense that doesn't play well on the road. I think they're going to be in trouble this week in Carolina. And I know over the years, and we've done it many times on videos, me and you, Bryan, that injured player theory, the first game after a guy goes out, we like to look at that team because the rest of the team takes it up a notch. You know, Vegas overreacts to the injury. The public overreacts to the injury. But in this one, given the situational spot, that was a huge game. You opened your season with your new stadium. You beat the team that you have to beat to win your division. I just can't see. It's a horrible spot for Minnesota. I don't know that I want to lay the 7 points, but I'm not going to take Minnesota. I tell you what I've already done in this game. I've teased a lot of Carolina down to just winning the game. That's where I took a lot of value at.
Now, Vikings fans, let me give you a few nuggets here to boost your side. You know, we talk about AP, number 1 running back in the NFL last year, is injured. Jonathan Stewart for Carolina will also miss this game. He was the number 8 rusher in the NFL last year. So again, it almost evens out the AP injury. Now, looking at Bradford going on the road, again, I was skeptical looking for a negative with Bradford making his first road start. And granted, he was with Philly the entire preseason, and it was different last year. But at home last year, Bradford had a 9-10 ratio. On the road, he had a 10-4 ratio. Surprising to me that he did that much better away from home. But again, I agree with the situation that with both running backs gone and passing games not strong enough to fill up the gap, for a third straight video, I'm going to lean with the under on this one with a relatively low number of 43 in the NFL, but a situation that I think dictates it.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. It's a situation where you think you know what you're gonna get out of both teams, And I especially like your teaser. I was going to mention that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. I lean to Carolina in the game, but I'm using Carolina on a lot of teasers this week. So if you see Carolina lose on Sunday, I won't be in a good mood. I'll tell you that right now. All right, guys. Hey, head over to WagerTalk.com. You can save $10. Use coupon code BUSTER in the number 10. Take $10 off any package at WagerTalk this week. Use it on that weekend all access. Get the weekend for $59 with the coupon. Get everything Thursday through Monday. It's the best deal on the net. We'll be back with more at WagerTalk.com.